We started in 2013, and we wanted to be global from the outset, but we were only 3 people, and it's hard to be global. We did come to India, and we did, but we were just learning, so it was early days. We're also a relatively small business, kind of for Google. We invested 150 million in the first year, 300 million in the second year, kind of targeting 300 million this year. So for Google, those are still relatively small numbers, just to put things in perspective. And then the third thing is that it's a financially driven organization. It's not a strategic organization. If you look at if you view the pie of billion-dollar companies in the world, like companies with billion-dollar market cap, probably 70% of them right now are in the U.S., maybe more. Very concentrated in Silicon Valley. Probably 25% are in China, 25% are in China. And then kind of the rest are smattered around the world. A small number, but actually a growing concentration in India. And when we project out, kind of 3 years time frame, we think, kind of or 5 years or 7-year time frame, our belief is that the kind of numbers will be more like, kind of 40, 30, 30, with India kind of being, one of the most important markets in the world. And so, kind of it just made sense to kind of focus kind of a lot of our attention here now, because our investment horizon is, kind of, we want to hold companies forever, in a sense. Like we kind of, think about kind of making investments with very long-term horizon, like 7 to 10 years. So this is the time to be making investments in India. We just started working with Common Forum, so it's a little hard to use them as an example. We spent yesterday kind of creating a work plan of all of the kind of work streams that are going to go on. One of the big decisions for them is how much to invest in mobile web versus an application. And that's actually a conundrum for everyone. And we have a kind of point of view on that, which we need to work with them to figure out what's right for them. Another example is, how much TV advertising to do relative to online advertising. Google's done, we have 100 person, within our marketing team, there's 100 PhDs in statistics that have kind of done a lot of work around the world about media mix modeling and how to think about compounding the kind of amount you spend across media to have an overall higher impact. Almost every company that we're meeting with in India this week is struggling with how much to invest on TV versus online. And if you look at the amount of money that's going into marketing, it's a very high proportion of the amount of money they're raising. So that, even just that one example of TV versus kind of online spend, is really one of the most important decisions they're making.